Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So one of the biggest fights that could be made right now is a unification bout at 140 between Subriel Matias and Isaac Cruz. It would be a unification bout for the WBA belt and the IBF belt. The only problem right now is Cruz is with PBC and Matias is with DAZN. But Eddie Hearn just came out and he said he's willing to work with PBC to make this fight. Ever since we got the Gervonta versus Ryan Garcia fight, PBC and DAZN, they've been more willing to work with each other. The next co-promotional fight is Canelo Alvarez versus Jaime Munguia. It would be a shame if this fight never took place between Matias and Cruz, because this is a modern-day Diego Corrales versus Jose Luis Castillo. Only difference is Cruz has a much better defense than Castillo did. Now, Matias, he used to be with PBC, but when it came to striking a new deal, PBC, they offered him to move up to welterweight and fight against Jaron Ennis, because they had no opponents for Matias at 140. So Matias, he said he didn't want to move up to 147. He said he feels like he could fight at 140 for his entire career. And 140 is the deepest division in the sport of boxing, or at least one of. This is what Matias said. And I agree with Matias. It makes no sense for him to move up to a higher weight class just to strike a new deal. Now, on top of all of this stuff that we just said, we still have to figure out if Isaac Pitbull Cruz is willing to get in the ring with Matias, because you guys have to remember, before he fought Rolly Romero, Isaac Cruz, he turned down a lot of fights. He turned down a Michelle Rivera fight before Rivera lost to Frank Martin. He turned down the Edwin De Los Santos fight, and he turned down a Frank Martin fight as well, because he was trying to secure a big payday fighting against Gervonta Tank Davis in the rematch. So even if Eddie Hearn wants to make that fight, there's no guarantee that Isaac Pitbull Cruz will be on board. Now, when it comes to Devin Haney, he wants to unify. He wants to be undisputed in that weight class. And he's already said that Matias is on his hit list. He said that before Isaac Cruz beat Rolly Romero. The only problem is Isaac Cruz and Teofimo Lopez, they don't want no smoke with Devin Haney. Cruz just said he's not interested in fighting Devin Haney. He said he's just going to run. But that doesn't make any sense, because what he's describing is exactly the way Gervonta fought him. And he was clamoring for a rematch. So we know that's not true. Gervonta, he won that fight against Cruz with foot movement and counterpunching. And that was before Davis injured himself in that fight. So Isaac Cruz, he doesn't care if his opponent is moving in the ring. He just wants to make sure that it's going to be a guaranteed win. And the same thing goes for Teofimo Lopez. That's the reason why Teofimo is fighting against a complete nobody in his next fight. In fact, Teofimo Lopez, he's now looking at boxing as just a minimum wage job. He just wants to clock in, and as long as he's getting his $1 million or $2 million a fight, he's okay with fighting nobodies for the rest of his career. That's why he's okay with the low risk, low reward fights. With that being said, I'm gonna wrap this video up. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one.
Let me tell you guys about Issa Israel Law Firm. It is a full-service legal practice based in Denver, Colorado, an emerging hub for combat sports and high-altitude training. If you're a fighter inside or outside of the ring and you need a law firm you can trust to fight for you, visit thefighterfirm.com or email help@iilawfirm.com. Legal representation is usually limited to plaintiffs or defendants in Colorado, but iFirm can help anyone in the world with trademarking their business name, logos, and U.S. immigration issues. This brother has been my attorney for a while and helped guide me through all kinds of business and civil issues. So make sure you guys go to thefighterfirm.com.
All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes, fever blisters, diabetic ulcers, this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called LO Key Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to LODkey.com. Like them on Facebook and follow them on Instagram.